Hi, this is Beru, and I'm going to walk you through healing the Baleroc encounter as a Resto Druid. This particular encounter is a little bit tricky for Druids because the two base mechanics for healing this encounter, Vital Spark and Vital Flame, are only triggered by use of direct heals. So being a hot healer, that means that we have to pull a few more of the tools out of our toolkit that we may not use a whole lot in our normal in and outs of daily raiding. The way that I handle stacking Vital Sparks is this. I try to make sure that I always have a rejuve up on both of our tanks, and then I will put one more rejuve up on an active Torment target. That gives me 3 rejuves out on the raid so that I have triggered Nature's Bounty and will get hasted nourishes from my Nature's Bounty. I will then spam Nourish on my Spark targets. It's about a 1.3 to 1.4 second cast for me, and that allows me to quickly and pretty mana efficiently build my Vital Spark stacks. I like this because it doesn't eat up a lot of my mana, and it reminds me to keep those tanks hotted even though I am not healing them actively at the time. Keep in mind that because Vital Flame is only activated by direct heals, you can keep both Life Bloom and Rejuve up on your tanks. Now, when I switch over to healing the tanks, I'm going to open with a direct heal, either a Regrowth or a Swift Mend, something that's quick to get my Vital Flame rolling. I will then spam 3 to 5 healing touches depending on the time, and once I get to about the 12-second mark where I only have 3 seconds left of my Vital Flame debuff, I'm going to switch over and I'm going to refresh my Life Bloom and my rejuvenations on the tank. Even though HOTS do not activate heals for Vital Flames, they do receive the benefit from having the Vital Flame debuff. So don't forget to include your HOTS at the end of your rotation. That will help give a buffer to the groups that are healing after you to have those HOTS on the tanks. While I'm healing the tank, I will try early in the fight to pop Tree of Life when I go to do my tank heal Vital Flame rotation so that I can do it again the second time in the fight. And basically after that, I just rinse and repeat what I've already done, trying to keep a really careful eye on my Vital Flame timer so I don't inadvertently spill over into a second Vital Flame when I don't mean to. I try to keep those 3 rejuves out on the raid so that I always have that hasted nourish for that really quick ability to stack the Vital Sparks. And it works again very well for me. You'll have to kind of play around with what works well for you. I know some Druids favor using Regrowth spam. My only concern with that is it's a similar cast timed heal and it's exceptionally expensive. So there are some penalties for that. Let me talk a little bit now about how we heal the fight. We use 7 healers for it, and we break those healers into 3 groups. We have a group of 3 and 2 groups of 2, and we call them groups 1, 2, and 3. At the start of the fight, group 1 is going to start on the tanks because it's the 3 healer group, and so there's an extra healer giving some initial healing when nobody has stacks. About 20 to 30 seconds into the fight, we're going to switch group 2 in, and then as group 2 starts to lose their Vital Flame debuff, we're going to switch group 3 in at about the 13-second mark, and then we just keep rotating our groups like that. And when the groups aren't healing the tank, they're healing the Torment targets. Remember, Torment is going to stack larger the more stacks of Torment have, so we make sure to put some people on the Torment that can hold those stacks a little bit longer, like Shadow Priests, Feral Druids, Death Knights, Moonkin, and Warlocks, so that they will build larger stacks and then we'll subsequently get larger stacks of Vital Sparks from healing them. A couple other tricks that I want to mention here real quick is that the first 2 decimations that come out from that decimation blade early in the fight when we don't have a lot of spark stacks, we use a lay on hands rotation. We have our Ret Paladin do the first one and our Prot Paladin do the second one. The only note is that you cannot have your Ret Paladin on a Torment because it'll reduce his healing, and that lay on hands will only tickle. The other kind of tip that I can give you is that if you have a Prot Paladin and he is your Inferno Blade tank, he can use a Hand of Sacrifice every other decimation blade about and help absorb up some of that damage from the decimation blade on your taunt tank. Only Prot Paladins can do this because of that increased life they get from tanking. Your Holy Paladins and your other Paladins will probably die from that. I hope you found this guide helpful. Please don't hesitate to let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for watching.